Besides owning baseball's worst record, the Phils rank last in runs scored, batting average, and homers. The staff ERA, 26th. Can we please clone Curt Schilling? Since May 28th, the Phillies have won 3 times, all 3 wins by 1 run each.
Still ahead of us here on the big show, the big build-up to the big return of the big hurt, but it wasn't really a big deal. Big details coming up. Bigly also still ahead of us on SportCenter. Did you know Butch Husky of the Mets was recruited by Oklahoma as a linebacker? Tony Womack of the Pirates knows. The Cubs know the tragedy of Berry Berry as Sean goes full extension to annoy them inside the dome.
Is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're back, as is Frank Thomas, activated Sunday morning by the White Sox after having missed 13 games with a strained abdominal muscle. Back alongside Al Bell. And how vital is a star to a team? How important is one member of a partnership? The White Sox were 6-7, a game under 500 without the big hurt. They were 27-30, 3 games under 500 with the big hurt. The Miskyites hosting Minnesota. Hurt me or spank me. First at bat for Thomas. Dave Martinez at third against LaTroy Hawkins. They're not going to get him. Well, he's out. Thomas goes 0 for 4. Junior Sample's view was blocked by Dick Vitale. Strange play here. Watch the catcher, George Fabregas, try to, on the strikeout, get Molitor at third. Doesn't work, and they have to throw back at first because it was a pass ball. They get him there. 2-5-3 if you're scoring at home, or even if you're Doug Drabeck and using your squirter. Top of the 9th, 1 on, no outs. Fabregas again. Strike him out, throw him out, bang, bang. Sox win 2-1. The White Sox do not thus fall into last place behind the Twins, even though the hurt grabs the collar. Ofer, his BA drops to 383. Jamie Navarro's first win after 4 straight losses, and those 50 tickets that LaTroy Hawkins left are still there somewhere. Elsewhere in boring old intra-league play, the A's and the Angels. Jose Canseco rolling, rolling, rolling onto the hard pan surface. We're tied at 5. Bottom of the 7th, 6-5 A's. George Williams wants the ball inside, and Aaron Small delivers it inside. The Angels have the double steal going. And liftoff. We have liftoff. Erstad scores, and we're tied at 6. Jim Edmonds lines one into single. We're not tied anymore. Lines one in center in English. Holland scores 7-6 Cherubs. Still 7-6. Bases loaded for the A's. 2 out. Troy Percival pitching to Jose Canseco. It's hit real hard, but not quite hard enough. Tony Phillips just barely on the warning track. Ball game, had them all the way. Angels sweep 4 from Oakland. They're 6-0 against them all year. Here's the positive about the hiatus from interleague play. Now we can once again enjoy the purity that is unbearable, unwatchable American League baseball.
To the National League, where the Mets have certainly atoned for their early season sins. New York stood 6 games under 500 on April 27th. But since then, the Mets have played .600 baseball by going 32-18. Sunday, the Mets look to complete what they started earlier in the week against the Pirates, a sweep. Bobby Valentine, who wore number 13 when he played with the Angels. He was relaxing. Team led 4-0 in the 4th. I don't know what it had to do with anything. I just saw it in the New York Times today. Jose Guillen grounding up the middle. Luis Lopez redirects. Pass by Erga. Kevin Young scores. Guillen hustles all the way to second. Pirates take a 6-5 lead. Tied at 6 in the 6th, Edgardo Alfonso doubles to right. Lopez scores the go-ahead run. The 3rd lead change of the game. Mets up 7-6. We move to the 7th inning because the highlights are a little better. 9-7 Mets. Lopez back through the box. Tony Womack fields, thinks 2, up, think 1, think save your life. Butch Husky upends him. Womack would stay in the game. Top of the 9th, Pirates down 9-7. Tying run at second. Joe Randa strikes out. No, fouled it off. One more chance. Gritty, gutty. Joe Randa hanging in there against John Franco. And John Franco's reaction will tell you Butch Husky could not get there. 2 Pirates score, and they tied up at 9 in the 9th. Well, sort of fun. Not for John Franco. No drinks on the house. Bottom of the 10th, 2 men aboard. Carl Everett, ball game. Off Chris Peters' 8th home run of the year. Game over. The Mets win 12-9. They sweep. First 4-game sweep at Shea since 1986, which was also against Pittsburgh. Franco has blown 4 save opportunities and 22 chances. Really had a rough week. He remains 1 save away from moving into 4th on the all-time list. Pittsburgh has dropped 8 of its last 9 to Houston, the Astros and Cubs. Bottom of the 1st, no score, 1 on, 1 out. Gone. Jeff Bagwell. The other way off. Kevin Foster, 2-run homer, 22nd on the year for Bags. 2-0 Astros. Bottom of the 5th, 3-0 Astros. Well, we know Bags can hit, but can he run? Luis Gonzalez, the double. Bagwell trying to score all the way from first. Sosa, great arm. And the relay, Bagwell is called out. And he tries to sneak away. Look at it again. It appears as if Bagwell beat the tag, or maybe didn't get tagged until afterwards. Mike Hampton strong. Got some defensive support from Sean Barry, robbing Ray Sanchez. The Astros rolled to a 3-1 victory. Bagwell's 22 homers, tops in the National League. He also moves into a second-place tie on Houston's career home run list. Glenn Davis, of course, the toy cannon, is tops on the list. Billy Wagner earned his 13th save in 15 tries.
In Cincinnati. And in Detroit, no more, no way, says Melvin Nieves. That'll happen when the big show continues.
Brett and Aaron Boone finally got a chance to play together in the majors Sunday. Their reunion took place 4 days after Brett was sent down to the minors and 2 days after Aaron was called up to the majors. Yet another brother, Matt, also slipped into the headlines Sunday. He signed with the Detroit Tigers. Aaron didn't start, but came in to replace Terry Pendleton in the, at third. Runner on, facing Alan Bennis. Aaron, the comebacker. Bennis starts the 1-4-3 double play. Big brother Brett also didn't start, facing Bennis, and didn't fare well either, as he goes down on strikes. Boone brothers 0 for 3 on the day combined. Bottom of the fourth, Brett Tomko facing Danny Schaefer. Shot to short. Pokey Reese comes up with it, starting the 6-4-3 double play. My voice cracked there. Cards hit 5-2 in the ninth. Dennis Eckersley coming in. Got Willie Green. Got the side. Cards win. By the final of 5-2, Reds pitching staff remains the only one in the majors without a complete game. The Eck ties Jeff Reardon for second place on the all-time save list with 367, which is a mere 111 behind the leader, Lee Smith. To San Diego, the Pods and Rocks, top of the fifth, no score. Joey Hamilton working on a no-hitter. Not anymore. No-hitter, shutout, gone. Jeff Reed, seventh on the year, Rocks up 1-0. Rocks up 2-0. Bottom of the eighth, John Thompson pitching to Mark Sweeney. Cruising along, gives up the base knock. Then he walks Ricky Henderson. Don Baylor has seen enough. Pulls Thompson, which can hurt. Bruce Ruffin, the new pitcher, walks Chris Gomez. So that brings up Tony Gwynn. Bases loaded, batting .508 with runners in scoring position. And the future Hall of Famer does what you would expect out of him. He delivers. Sweeney, Henderson, and Gomez all score. So the Rockies led 2-0 going into the inning. They trailed 3-2. They lose by the final of 4-2. Gwynn goes 2 for 4, upped his average to .393. Larry Walker, who leads the majors with a .415 average, didn't start due to the flu, came in as a defensive replacement. Joey Hamilton and two relievers combined on the 4-hitter.
Saturday night at Milwaukee County Stadium was supposed to be umbrella night. It turned out instead to be Noah's Ark night. 5 feet of water in the dugouts, 7 inches of rain overnight Friday, and the water was up to the third row of box seats at County Stadium. On the other hand, for fans attending the game, there was no additional charge for the aquatic show. Yes, we're the only sportscast that has its own traffic chopper. Just trying to dry out the grass. Royals trailing the Brewers 1-0 in the fifth. Bell at bat, Damon on second.
There's a drive well hit to left.
That's 11 homers, the single-season shortstop record for Kansas City Royals. 2-1 Royals. Tied at 3 in the seventh. Jeff Cirillo.
Drinking out there in the outfield, cutting the grass.
Get back home, Loretta, and violence in the stands again in Milwaukee. Top of the eighth, Milwaukee 4-3. 2 on, 1 out for Chili Davis. He's made a specialty of this. It's going to Kansas City. The 3-run ding-dong, and it's over. The Brewers lose to the Royals 6-5. Brewers are back below 500 as the 4-game win streak is over. The Royals thus stay 3 games behind the Indians in the Central, but pull up into a tie for second with the Brewskis. Bottom feeders in the East meet at Michigan and Trumbull. Red Sox trailing 1-0. Nomar Garcia Parra. Long fly ball. Melvin Nieves. For him, this is full extension. It's a great play. Supposedly not the best of defensive outfielders, but that's a nice play. You're out. Bottom of the seventh, Tigers are down 2-1. That's Omar Olivares, the pinch runner at second. Orlando Miller on the bunt attempt. Omar is caught napping. That's what happens when you pinch run with a pitcher. Red Sox still 2-1 after 7. Here's the ball game. Bottom of the ninth, 1 on, 2 out. Heathcliff Slocum. Jody Reed down the left field line. Brian Johnson trying to score from first. Cordero in left to the cutoff man Garcia Parra. To the plate to Hatteberg, you're out, and the ball game is over. The Red Sox win on that play 2-1. Cordero to Garcia Parra to Hatteberg. And why didn't Buddy Bell pinch run for his catcher, Brian Johnson, on that play? Because he had already pinch run for his other catcher, Raul Casanova, at second base 2 innings earlier with Olivares. And as you saw, that didn't turn out too good either. Olivares got picked off. Still to come on SportCenter.
The Dodgers concluded their stay in the Bay Area and left in a foul mood. And in Arlington, the Rangers and M's. Junior comes up a little bit short with the glove, but not the bat. Next. On Saturday, the Giants weren't at their best for their biggest crowd of the season, as just over 46,000 fans were innocent bystanders when San Francisco was blanked 11-0 by the Dodgers. Its worst shutout loss since 1980. On Sunday night, the West Division leaders look to salvage the series finale with their bitter rivals. That's Kirk Reeder. That's Raul Mondesi. Mondesi strikes out looking and then says the wrong thing. He's ejected by Tom Hallion. And it's a long walk at Candlestick. You have to walk by everybody in the park out to the bullpen. In the fourth, Barry Bonds batting and doing very well at that. Off Chan Ho Park, number 16 on the year for Bonds. Giants up 2-1. Top of the fifth, Park batting. A ground rule double down the line. Greg Gagne scores and we're tied at 2. The next hitter is Brett Butler. Butler with a bullet down the line. Bill Miller robs the Dodgers of more. So the Giants put a man on third and first for Mark Lewis. And the pinch hitter, the little dribbler, Eric Karros, can't get anyone out.
That's nice. You have to call him that?
No, Lewis is not a dribbler.
Right,
the ball was. JT Snow scores. Barry Bonds is so happy. He says, dribbler. Dribbler. Kibler. 4-2 the final in this one. Gagne, single, double, homer in 3 at-bats and scored both Dodger runs. Barry Bonds finishes the series with 4 homers and has 8 homers in his last 14 games. The smooth segue back to the American League. It's the M's and the Rangers. Mark McLemore. That was Mark. Bottom of the third, Rangers down 3-0. Rodriguez, that would be Ivan Rodriguez. Bloop single, McLemore tries to go to third. Bad idea. Griffey to Russ Davis gets him. Bottom of the fifth, still 3-0. Rodriguez into the gap. Griffey, great try. Rodriguez would get a triple. He would later score. It was 3-1 Seattle. Bottom of the eighth, it's 5-3 Seattle. Bobby Ayala, the new closer, into relief Jeff Pissarro, and facing the pinch hitter Lee Stevens. Base knock. Will Clark scores. That would be a dribbler as well. M's cut the lead to 1. Top of the ninth, 2 out, still 5-4. It's no longer. Griffey Jr. 29th, and the M's win it by the final of 6-4. Pissarro improves to 7-3. Ayala his 6th save. Mariners sweep the 4-game series. Jay Buhner finishes the series with 3 homers and 7 RBIs.